Welcome back. This is video number 2, and we're going to talk about how you can find a profitable niche that you are an authority around. And as we're thinking about that, I want to ask you a question, which is, what are you interested in? What are you passionate in? And I want you to keep that question in your mind. And the reason being is because I want to address an issue. And the issue is that many people tend to choose niches based on profitability. And that's the wrong way. Here's what you should look for. You should look for something that you're interested in, because if you look at the profitability or the money first, you will fail eventually, because you'll eventually run into a roadblock and you will get overwhelmed. It'll be boring and you'll have no interest in it to continue. And another thing is, you won't look like you really know what you're talking about. So start with your passion. And the great thing about that is that people will trust you. They will begin to see that you're passionate about it. Have you ever been to maybe a blog or a webinar or something of other, and you have noticed that the speaker is not passionate whatsoever? They just feel like they're there because they're there. Does that really make you want to trust them? If they are not really passionate, that you can tell that they don't really know what they're talking about, but they're just trying to get by. That probably turns you off, right? Well, same goes here. You don't want to portray that in any way. What I'm trying to get here is that you want to portray yourself as the expert. And to do that, you need to be passionate about the niche. So over time, like I said, things will get boring and you will lose sight. And once you've lost sight, that is the beginning of failure. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set you up for success. Now, here's an example here. A while ago, I considered a niche called scrapbooking. I had zero interest in it, but I did this because I was trying to follow the money. What happened was it flopped. It died. So what I realized over the last decade was what gets you over the roadblock is being passionate about the niche. So here's my recommendation to you, and I want you to take this exercise and just go ahead. Step 1, just pull out a pen and paper, pause the video if you want to, and just sit down and just begin to jot down all of your hobbies, things that you've invested money into, things that you've been passionate about. Maybe it's something that your family's passionate about. Think about all the pains that you've been through or your loved ones have been through, and jot those down as well. Because let's be honest, if it's a pain, you've probably done enough research about it to know the advantages and disadvantages of certain solutions and all of that. So let's say, for example, you have had a kidney stone. If that's the case, then you passed it without needing surgery, then somebody else out there is probably going to want to learn from you, right? So you have some sort of experience in it. You felt the pain, you felt the suffering, you've been through and done that. So you can relate to the people that are going through it. So basically think of things that you're passionate about. And if you want to pause this video and just go ahead and do that, that's fine. After you've done that, step number 2 is now, out of these that you have written down, I want you to pick and choose the ones that you're extremely passionate about. Now, hold on to this, because in the next video, we're actually going to discuss how to ensure that you can make sure that you can do this for the long term and that this passes the longevity test, which is the next video.